I'm Jacque Tara Washington, actress, singer, and playwright. I wrote Billie's diary because I had performed Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill for several theater companies. And of course, it's about the life and music of legendary jazz vocalist Billie Holiday. And I just couldn't let her spirit go. I felt like Billie was saying to me, tell my story in a different way. And so I did a lot of research, and I had to read between the lines because so many things were written, not really knowing whether it's true or false. And in doing my research, I was able to find what I felt was the true essence of Billie Holiday. I named it Billie's Diary because when people write in their diary or in their journals, they're being their true self, as true as they know themselves to be. There's no falsity there. There's no pretension. It's real. It's true. I want people to know about Billie Holiday. I want them to know that in spite of the fact that she was a drug addict, that she suffered from domestic violence, that she had to deal with racism, that she had so much more that she wanted to share with people. She loved to sing, and that was her greatest pleasure, was singing for people. She loved to cook. She loved music. She loved her mother. She loved animals. She loved children. There was so much more to her, and she had a marvelous sense of humor. So I had to find the right musicians, and that's really, really important because when you're talking about jazz, you've got to have jazz musicians who know what's going on. These are songs that go way back. And so they had to really know the feel of what was going on. So I had an arranger, Al Hom, who wrote all my arrangements. He did a wonderful job. And I had 4 of the finest musicians that you could find anywhere. And so we had such a wonderful time going back in time, going back into the era of Billie Holiday and Artie Shaw and Count Basie and Lester Young and all of those wonderful musicians who people now try to emulate. While you may come to see Billie's Diary purely for entertainment, there's so many other things that come out of this show. It's a wonderful opportunity to dialogue about racism, about domestic violence, about substance abuse. These things are all part of what made Billie Holiday, Billie Holiday. But they also are a part of our lives. One thing she says in the show is that all drugs will do is to kill you, and it'll kill the people you love right along with you. And so these things that happen in our lives, they affect other people. It radiates out into our families, our communities. And so I believe that this is a show that you can take into a corporation, university, different agencies, rehabilitation facilities. There's so many possibilities for this show. And I think it's a wonderful tool for communication.
Just because I got a little habit doesn't mean I don't want something out of my life. Because I do. Doesn't make me worthless.
Whenever I do this show, it's always a sold-out crowd. And I get to talk to the audience afterwards. That's very important to me because I like to know what their perspective was on the whole, on what they saw, what they heard. And some of the things that they say to me, things like, I felt that Billie's spirit was here. You really sound like Billie Holiday. I didn't know that she went through so many things in her life. Just things like that really touch my heart because it makes me know that I'm really doing Billie Holiday, I guess, the tribute that I want to pay to her. What I hope you'll do is want to know more about Billie Holiday. It will encourage you to read more about her, to read more about the life of Billie Holiday, to listen to her music, to really hear between the notes and between the lyrics, the things that she's saying, to bring the two together as this 90-minute production does. It brings together her life and her music.